Hey buddy, it's Invicta. It's time for another Eden Run here, the Binding of Isaac Victor Repentance series. Happy Friday, Mosh Pit. I hope your Fridays are going off to a great start here. We're waiting for another video to cross 3,000 likes, but of course, yesterday's TM Trainer video is doing very well so far. Thank you very much for checking that one out. If you haven't watched the TM Trainer run yet, I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but definitely go give it a watch because it was a TM Trainer run. It was definitely wacky. Here's your artwork slash Pokemap card of the day, sent in here by TJ Button. Title thread was Pokemap cards. Is this the Animaps replacement? And this is the first time that we've gotten a new, sort of a new meme format here by TJ. Title of the card is Miss Mappius, who has the power of holy hashtag Isaac with the crack the sky slash dog tooth. And then episode 1049, this is what it sounds like when there's a crawl space game. Yeah, and again, I was vindicated by that, as proven by a lot of people who also play the Sea, but also took screenshots of that crawl space. Thank you very much, TJ, and everyone who upvoted that one. Remember, go submit your own artwork or memes of the day over on the Sinvicta subreddit. Once again, we're starting with Undefined, but oh my god, this tears rate. 9 Victor, 9 Bravo, 9 Way, 1. Wow. Yeah, this tears rate, oh boy. This is going to be a problem. We'll say that thank goodness we got our movement speed and we did get our bomb back at least. Starting off with Undefined, I mean, I don't know why we keep starting with Undefined. Like, it feels like we get like at least one Undefined run every other week or so, and you know, it can be useful if you get lucky and get the Ayamera rooms, but it's not something that you want to be using like all the time. It's very easily replaceable. Ourselves a lucky nickel there. So the problem, obviously, the biggest problem with this run so far is going to be the tears rate. 1.80 is or 1.88 is absolutely pathetic. We need to make sure that we have ourselves a lot, and I mean a lot of tears upgrades. We need to do everything in our power to do so, outside of taking blind tears with blind items, of course, because it can only get worse from here. If in terms of our tiers go, I mean, you would think that like it can only go up from here, but I don't know. I don't know which Isaac videos you've been watching, but they haven't been mine. Okay, well, that's one way to increase our tiers rate. But even after getting Cricket's freaking body, our tiers rate is only 2.38. So yeah, this no, that's not what I wanted you to buy there, Isaac. I certainly did not need another bomb when we definitely needed to get the jumper cables. So you're gonna have to work on getting us that one back there, Isaac, because yeah, I did not want you to pick that one up. We also started with a matchbook, which is kind of like a big nothing burger of an item to start with, mainly just because like it just gives you 5 bombs and that's it. Some horse pills here. Okay, so we did get the Hangman, which is good, because this is going to allow us to, theoretically anyway, get that money, so we can get the jumper cables. And look at that, we are able to get that money right back here. So what the reverse Hangman card does, it turns you basically into the Keeper, where you have the Tainted Keeper ability, where if you kill stuff, it's going to drop money. Oh my gosh, that is a dime. But luckily, the money doesn't disappear. So we actually kind of would benefit from this snub, like spawning a bunch of ads, but I'm not gonna do that to you. You have marbles as well, which is yeah. Okay, so good. We got lucky, extremely lucky there with the reverse Hangman card. We are going to be able to go pick up the jumper cables. One more bomb to hit the road here. 15 more cents. Good lord. Yeah, our money just skyrocketed. I'm going to take that, and sure, we'll take Wheel of Fortune. Be very sad that we even just did that, and use Undefined. And hey, look at that. We got a whole lot of nothing. I know, it drives people crazy. Whenever they see me pass up pills, or they see me forget about Virgo or PhD, look, y'all are just going to have to just be okay with it at this point, all right? I've been making videos on this game for a decade now almost, and if you don't know that I don't take pills by now, I honestly don't know why anyone would be surprised anymore, all right? If we don't have any kind of item that gives us neutral positive pills, I don't take pills. Unless under the most extreme, and I mean extreme, like we are on death's door circumstances, no. Ipecac with Cricket's body is a surefire way to kill yourself. So not going to happen. And even then, when I do have Virgo or PhD, I sometimes forget that I have it. So, you know, it's one of those things that you're going to just have to write off as just a Sinvicta quirk. Because there are times when sometimes, like, if I get a wild hair about me, I will take a golden pill just to see what happens. But for the most part, even if there's repeating pills, I'm not gonna do it. The car battery here along with the soul heart. But it's like I always talk about in Isaac, I preach it. If you want to just play how you want. That's the great thing about Isaac, is that people are literally allowed to play the game however they want. You don't like taking pills? Don't take pills. You don't have to take them. You like taking pills? Hey, by all means, knock yourself out. Enjoy all the stat up and stat downs that you're going to get. Secret room should be north of here, I believe. But we have 4 bombs. I have no keys, though. So the reason why I didn't take the matchstick either is because I don't want to replace our key drops with bomb drops. And this is absolutely going to take the place undefined. Sorry, but not sorry, undefined. If our excuse me, if our I am error rooms have been anything lately of indicative of how they've been going lately, it's no thank you. They've not been worth it. Range tractor up there again. It's not a great idea to pick up on under any circumstance, but especially with Cricket's body. That's a surefire way to get yourself hit. Okay, 1 bomb over here for 2. Book of Secrets is going to give us mapping, as well as sometimes if you have enough full charges, it will give you the full mapping effect, which is nice. And considering that we have car battery, we should be able to get it pretty regularly here, on top of being able to recharge some of the charges with jumper cable. So it's a pretty good pickup for us. Obviously, mapping keeps the run safer and allows you to kind of navigate through the levels without having to go through extra rooms, that sort of stuff. The Cricket's body is off to a good start here, but we need more tears rate upgrades here. Now, if we end up getting something like Pyromaniac, of course, I would go back for Ipecac, but the Black Dingle getting a little bit of a schmoove on us there. If we get another Soul Heart, we can't. Bloody Gust. I mean, Bloody Gust is going to give us a tears upgrade every time we take damage, but we have to take damage, and it's a temporary solution. So you saw us get the double charge there on Book of Secrets. We got the blue map effect as well as the treasure map effect, which is great. And, you know, one of the hidden values that you can talk about with the Book of Secrets, because I think it is a little bit underrated, but if you have enough augments to your active items, you could theoretically say that, you know, you don't have to get any kind of mapping. Like, it saves you the money of having to get, like, the treasure map or the compass, or even trying to buy your way for the crystal ball, something like that. And the Book of Secrets, I'm down with. You know, it is an item that I'm okay with, especially if we have nothing else going for us. You're seeing here the lack of tears rates really starting to become kind of a big problem. We have the curse room here, which I'm not going to go into. And basically the only reason why I didn't bomb my way through the secret room is because I looked at the shape of the map and I figured that this is probably going to be the most likely spot that we would see an item room, either in where the curse room is or the room that's below this room, but turns out it's not. Finally get through this room here. These bird foot's kind of whatever. We did get marbles, by the way, which will give us the gulp effect if we take damage enough. We will swallow the trinket that we're currently holding, or that we are holding. So it can be a big use. It was a big use on our 18 victory lap run that we had on the subathon. Those passive items that you swallow for the trinkets do not get removed, no matter what, even through rerolls. It's pretty nice. So now that I know that the item room is all the way over there, which I would have known anyway, because the only other place it could have been on a linear path here would have been south of this room, which it's not. It's a cute little block you did there, Diglett, to save this Mr. Mine. This is some rough damage, y'all. We've got to get we got to get something on this floor. We need. I'm talking significant damage upgrade within the next floor or two, or we're in some trouble. And we need tears, we need damage, we need it all right now. Normally I would say that the secret room is here, above this room, but I know it's not. I'm just going to bomb skip this one. I got stuck like an idiot. Because I knew that we were going to get hit in there thanks to Cricket's body and clown physics, but I got stuck because, yeah, I went a little bit too far down, and I am a moron. Look, we cannot afford to have a movement speed down right now. We just can't. That would be extremely dangerous. If I have to take Thunder Thighs, I will, just to stay alive. And I mean, yeah, we stand to get a Devil Deal here if we get lucky, but I'm fully anticipating us not getting a Devil Deal here. So I'm not going to worry about getting Thunder Thighs. You also have to deal with the Stompy effect, which is not great. And this helps me feel a little bit better about not taking Thunder Thighs immediately. Knee-jerk reaction is to not take it because, yeah. We'll pop the Soul of Samson here just to get ourselves an easy fallen kill, which is exactly what we needed. Get Maw of the Void, so that's going to help us out. It doesn't give us any stat ups, but it does give us a nice tier effect. All right, we got a mini boss over here. We get to see basically the full map thanks to the Book of Secrets. The Book of Secrets low key is very, very, very important to our survivability here in a run like this. I do want to go into the shop, even though it is in the opposite direction of where we're trying to go. It's going to help out a lot, getting the golden key, saving us some resources. Runs like this where you have, I mean, we're not in dire straits yet right now, especially after getting Maw of the Void, but you have to consider basically all aspects of a bad run. And whenever you're talking about not having enough resources to go into item rooms or go into shops, that sort of stuff, the badness gets greatly amplified by missing out on crucial moments in a run. We do, I mean, range, it's better than use Birdfoot, I guess. Tear Detonator is okay with Cricket's body, but not something that I care about. Hangman card. Should buy this key as well, even though we're not losing any keys right now. We can get into the cursed room for half price. We do have a guppy item as well, which means that we are probably never going to see another guppy item for the rest of this run. You see us getting the Bloody Gust boost right there with our tears rate. A little bit of movement speed upgrades as well. That is a worrying sign. If this is our tears rate after getting hit twice on a level, Bloody Gust, your boy needs to get some DPS upgrades here. Again, Maw of the Void's great. It is going to help us out. Of course, I remember the days when Maw of the Void actually gave you stats, but those days are long gone. I also don't know what's giving us the X-ray specs effect. I guess it's the Book of Secrets. Has the Book of Secrets always let you in the secret rooms for free? I guess it would make sense since it's in its name, but I've never really thought about that. You get a soul heart here. It's a big soul heart. We have a Wheel of Fortune. If we end up getting a Fortune telling machine. I would have played it, but we didn't, so. Definitely stabilized here, despite us having having the tears rate that we do, and that is 100% because of Maw of the Void. We get Pentagram, finally get some damage here. It's going to be good. Sulfur would take us to Leviathan, and also activate with the with Car Battery. I don't think there's any way that we can pass that up. Leviathan is going to give us some Soul Hearts, so I am going to take Contract from Below as well. We say thank you to the Book of Secrets. Head on down. And Curse the Blind. Yeah, so Leviathan... Leviathan doesn't give us any stats, but it does give us flying and HP. Now, the nice thing about having Car Battery Sulfur is that you can instantly get Mega Brim without even trying. And on top of that, remember, Sulfur does give you a damage upgrade. So anytime you use it, it's going to automatically give you a damage up. It's going to give you Mega Brim because we have Car Battery. And it's just going to be a very easy boss killer for us. Or like clearing really annoying rooms whenever we have bad movement speed. Or not bad movement speed, but bad tears rate. Contract from Below hooking us up here. Now, it does suck a little bit without us having any sort of mapping whatsoever, because we lost the Book of Secrets. There's the Mega Brimstone. And this is unfortunate because even if we do get a shop that we can see, which we can, or a shop that is greedless, we still don't know what we're buying technically. Glowing Hourglass and Reverse Hermit card. Nah. Gonna save the key there. Well, hang on now. Hang on now. Hang on now. If we take Glowing Hourglass, and we can at least go see what the blind items are in our item room, and maybe even the Devil Deal if we get HP. I'm still going to stick with Sulfur because I do believe that it is just the better choice for us. Do not want to go fight the boss yet. Yeah, we do get an HP upgrade. That's great for our Devil Deal chances here. Another Soul Heart. Very good. So we're surprisingly on pace for boss rush as well, which I'm finding hard to believe. I guess after we did get Maw of the Void, we do have a little leeway here. Okay, so there's one giant Isaac circle, and we're still making our way to the item room. Don't care about the devil or the demon judge right now. We can't play it to completion anyway, and yeah, we could get some tears up and movement speed up from Bloody Gust, but it's not worth losing the HP here. And yeah, that would be worth the key and the blind item. So now what we do is we go into the boss room, and I guess we can play the demon judgment just to at the very least get some movement speed. You heard us swallow tapeworm as well, so it's going to give us a permanent range upgrade. This is a very, very, very nice damage upgrade that we got from 8-inch nails from the blind item. Not get a Devil Deal and get Blood Clot. Yeah, but we still there's absolutely no compromise to this, so we still stick with Sulfur. So say thank you very much to the Glowing Hourglass. I appreciate that. Go ahead and get some money from you. Nope. Reverse Hermit card, by the way, it gives you the monetary value for everything that is in the room, including item pedestals. So if you want to ever recover some lost funds by buying a bad item or something like that, that's the way to go. All right. Got a vault here, which obviously I'm not super keen on going into. Vaults are not great. Wow, double Hierophant card. Now we're cooking. Just like that, we are back in the game, baby. Now we still need tears. I will take Dim Bulb because we are always going to have basically a null charge on Sulfur. The only thing that's a little counterintuitive is with the jumper cables. The second Guppy item there. Take Guppy's paw. We immediately swallow Dim Bulb. Dim Bulb is going to give us a stat up every time that we have no charges on our space bar item, which again is going to be very often because we're going to be using Sulfur exclusively against bosses. Now we got to hurry. We do find our Fool card here, which is great. If we, what I was just getting ready to say is if we end up not finding our Fool card but finding the boss, it's okay for us just to do boss rush with Sulfur and oh my goodness, Sulfur and car battery, because I mean that's again we're just going to be smoking everything in there. It feels like we're going the right way. Gotta pick up the pace here though. There's a nice big damage upgrade that we got there from the curved horn. We actually don't want to get a double deal here because we've already been inside of there and we know that there's nothing else for us to expect or want. Double, holy goodness. Go ahead and use that. So there's the stat bonus that you see. Wow, that's so much damage. From Mega Brim, we are going to get even more damage. Unfortunately, we did get the double deal, and yeah, we need a tears up bad. Bad, bad, bad. And remember, this is our tears rate after it being augmented by Bloody Gust. So we do not have a 3.93 tears rate. It is more probably close to 3. If I had to venture a guess, it's probably 3.1, 3.2, something like that at the very, very, very highest. But Pisces at least is going to break the tears cap along with Cricket's body and give us a much needed tears upgrade. Another Curse of Blind, and I was absolutely incorrect. We're still below 3 attacks per second, which is quite pathetic. It just shows you how bad our base stat is for our tears rate that we started with on this run, and still continues to be bad. If there's ever a room that we pop Sulfur for, it's gonna be this one. It's gonna be the Gauze rune. Second Curse of Blind is annoying. Ooh, we get double restock machine. Okay. So double reverse judgment card is going to give us the ability to re-roll stuff, but the problem again is that it's just totally wasted. It's totally wasted on a blind floor. But given the fact we have 84 cents, this is going to be an absolutely clutch reroll for us. Even if we have to keep this all the way into the dark chest, which I hope we don't. Hoping that we at least get one more devil deal that isn't on this floor. Or that isn't blind. And we've gone the wrong way. All right.
Soul of Lilith.
Here the Ultra Secret Room wasn't here. I just don't feel like coming back for the key. Or for the card. I did finally buy myself an Instant Pot. The first time ever. Now, that may not seem like a big deal. For me, it is. Like, for those of you who caught the subathon, you know that I did a cooking stream. I did actually several cooking streams. And you know that I like to cook. I pride myself on being a pretty decent cook. I mean, I wouldn't say that I'm a chef or anything, and I haven't studied or taken any classes to be a cook, but no, I've just always cooked. I've always had to cook for myself because I'm usually living alone, and you know, that's how I pretty much prefer it. So I wanted to get an Instapot, and this is something that Mama Vic has been trying to get me to get for a long, long time now. And I've always kind of rejected the idea just because, like, nah, I don't need no fancy schmancy Instapot because, like, if I'm going to make anything, I'm just going to make it like the old school way. Like, I'm just, you know, stubborn. You all know I am. But after many years of resistance, I finally decided to take the plunge and get the Instapot. See, this is a total waste for us. 4 Devil Dew items, we have no clue what any of them are, and that's really annoying. We can't. I mean, what do you expect? We just can't. Like, yeah, we could take one of those and maybe get lucky and get a guppy item, or like at the very least get an active item that we can re-roll. But think of how much value that one Curse of Blind is sucking out of this run, right? This is the game trying to take value away from us, and I'm not going to let it happen. Okay? It's a systematic attempt for the game to try to get us to use all of our money and both of our restock cards for basically probably no gain. And on top of that, you got to remember, our movement speed is trash, our tears rate is trash. So the fact that the game wants us to not only use one, if not both of our reverse judgment cards on a Curse the Blind, just to maybe fish for a guppy item, on top of that, put us in a low life situation where we don't necessarily have the best tools to defend ourselves, should it come down to just a straight up dogfight, it's not worth it, in my opinion. Don't give in. If it's one thing I've learned, is that impatience breeds mistakes. Do we need Guppy to win on this run? No. Would it be nice? Yeah, of course. But I'm not going to risk losing all that value of having a double reroll restock machine on a Curse the Blind. It's just not going to happen. I'm not going to give the game the satisfaction. But going back to it, a friend Justin, HC Justin, he has about maybe a year ago for his last subathon. He did a recipe where he had it's basically like Asian style sweet pork ribs that was made in an Instapot. And what's crazy about those is that they look extremely similar to Papa Victor's, what we call Chinese ribs, which is basically just pork ribs with a very, it's like a brown sugar, sweet, syrupy goodness sauce with a little bit of tang, just a little bit. I was like, man, and watching Justin make that for the first time last year, I was like, man, that looks really good. And I thought about getting an Instapot, and then I just didn't, and then it just became like one of those, like, I don't really need one. Like, how often, I've never made ribs ever in my entire life. But after resisting it for many years, and after Mama Victa's told me many times that I need to get one because I would love it, I finally did get one, and I'm gonna be trying to make those ribs this week. If I haven't made it already, which at the time of this recording I have not, but maybe by the time this video goes out, maybe I will. And I'm kind of stoked because for me, I have the type of mind where I enjoy learning new things if it's something that I want to learn about. Does that make sense? Like, I have to be motivated to learn this new thing, right? Finally get another Tears upgrade. Man, oh man, we needed that. I'm gonna fish here for a guppy item in between the spike rocks. We have unlimited bombs here, so we might as well. Remember, if we get any kind of item pedestal, we can re-roll. So I'm actually motivated to kind of learn how to use the Instapot and see if I can do the ribs. I kind of want to impress Papa Victa as well and be like, hey, Dad, I made these. And he's going to be like, what'd you make him, or how'd you make him? I'm going to be like, I made him in an Instapot. He's not going to believe me. It's going to blow his mind. If they're good. I don't know if they're going to be good or not. I hope they're good. But I will report back and let everybody know, because I am determined to make them this week. I will post pictures on the Discord. And that's a good reminder, if you're not following me on Twitter, or if you're not in the Mosh Pit Discord, I highly recommend doing so. It's free to join. Well, okay, I take that back. I lied. It's not free to join. You can join by linking up your Google or Amazon accounts to your Twitch account or Patreon account with Discord, or your Twitch accounts or YouTube accounts. Did I say that already? I don't remember. I'm thinking about food now. It will automatically sync and add you to the Mosh Pit Discord, where lots of people share all their various cookings, and people make Mama Victa's chicken and noodles from the subathon. It's always great to see. There's our guppy. We don't really need Athame, but I'm going to take it anyway. Now we're kind of fishing for 9 lives, which these are not guaranteed to be double deal items anymore, unfortunately. Before is great, but ooh. SMB Superfan would give us it would give us 1 HP, so we got to be careful. I wouldn't mind taking Tractor Beam either, but yeah, this low life here, this is not like the TM Trainer run. We don't have unlimited prayer card uses here, so we got to be extremely careful. But with us being guppy now, and with our tears rate starting to really take shape, I'm confident enough to do this here. Sulfur is also going to be a big factor. Thinking about using Judgment in here to see if we can roll into some more HP or 9 lives or something. Deadeye is simply too good to pass up. Unequal's power is a lot of damage. So we have essentially thrown out our survivability in favor of surviving via damage. And I'm now confident. I'm now confident in our ability to stay alive and protect our HP despite being low through basically our damage. We gotta be careful with our movements. We don't get snuck up upon or smoothed upon by spiders here. Sulfur's gonna keep us safe in the big rooms. Whatever the heck's in here. Full card. I mean, we can use the full card in case we get into trouble. I see, like, Teratoma scares me more right now than, like, Cage and stuff, because all the little spiders that appear are just too dangerous. And look at that. We finally are going to max out our tiers. I am going to use the full card just because I'm not dealing with Blorbs and their RNG at this point. One Soul Heart, and I think that we are officially stabilized. So much damage that we're pumping in there with the guppy flies. Trying to back out real quick so we don't get hit by any errant shots. We get Speedball, finally get some movement speed and shot speed again. This is a little bit of a scary room here. Speedball basically saved us right there from getting hit by Gertie. The D-Sizzle, man, oh man, oh man. So I'm not going to take the D6 over Sulfur. That would be lunacy. I will take Common Cold, however, which is going to give us poison damage. We got a mega uptick in our stats right now because of Bulb. Going in there real quick with Maw of the Void. There we go. We outblasted Lamb, no problem. Yeah, let's throw a quick victory lap in there. Why not? It's Friday. Second seed, 01 Lima Hotel Bravo Foxtrot 2 Whiskey. Now, just because we're on victory lap does not mean that we can't lose. We are not indestructible here, so we still have to be careful. We're still going to be taking 1 full heart of damage every time we take damage. So our job is not over yet to stay safe. And with this being an XL floor, yeah, it's going to be kind of annoying. Not sure what else is over there, but yep. Little Chubby, which, you know, she does block shots every now and then. We get little Gertie, who does not block shots every now and then. But everyone loves him all the same. Is it diamonds? Okay, so at the very least we can use this to execute a annoying room. Tick. We might as well take the tick because we're probably going to end up swallowing it anyway. Get a big 2 HP drop here from Gemini. And we didn't even get a chance for Sulfur to activate before Dingle died. Yeah, then we take Empty Vessel. Faux shizzle. Unfortunately, because we have the tick, we are locked out of our trinket slot, so we can no longer remove it until we get the matchstick, which we've already gotten on this run. We'll take Multidimensional Baby, as it's going to give us those double shots that we all know and love. Book of Sin. Bible is going to finish off Bookworm for us, so it's even more shots that we can have splintering off left and right with 8-inch nails and Cricket's body. At this point, I'd definitely say that we are through the worst of it. But it all goes back to the decision to keep Sulfur over the Book of Secrets. Not that was a very difficult decision to make, but it was pivotal because, again, without having that, without having the Mega Brim, it gets dangerous. But what a change of pace it is from a mere like 20 minutes ago when we were looking at, you know, horrible tears rate straight down the barrel of a really bad run. Gertie, was that you? Looked like it was. And just like that, we lose 2 HP. We missed a 78% deal with the devil chance as well. Go figure on that. And Curse the Lost. All right. SA Contract from Below has been just killing it for us. Hermit card. Looking for Black Candle. It's just another jumper cables. No thanks. I will take the Soul Heart though. We'll take Battery. That's going to give us even more charges on Sulfur. We'll also take more Option, which is going to give us two item pedestals in every single item room. To pass on Restock, Chart Plug, Second cards, we get a Judgment, Hierophant, which I'm going to use right now. And we also get Hangman and Lover's card. So the Reverse Stars card is going to give us, it's going to take away one of our oldest items, but give us two of any item that in the item pool that we're currently in. So the thing is, I don't know which item is going to get rid of. Not that we're going to need it, obviously, because like we're just so far ahead at this point in this run. But that doesn't mean I like the idea of losing an item anyway, though. Aggie's Faith. Love to take it, except, yeah, we still have the tick. It appears that we have gone all the way back to the beginning. Get rid of the virus. I'm going to take Sacred Orb. I'm not going to take Skinny on Mushroom. We simply just don't need it. There's no reason for us to drop our HP or drop our damage by a whole lot. Stand to gain nothing out of that except a little bit of movement speed, which is not worth it in my opinion. Still have no clue. I don't even know how that happened. Still have no clue exactly where our item room is. At this point, I'm not really caring. Or no, we've been in the item room. Never mind. Yeah, it was Angry Fly and Explosivo. All right. So there is the possible Curse of the Lost full clear. Yep. There it is. How does he do it? Frail died before Frail even knew that Frail was Frail. A non-devil deal, devil deal. We'll head on down. I will say the only thing that I'm not too sure about is the cleanup. That'd be something that I can ask the Mosh Pit right now. If you own an Instapot, what's the cleanup like? I read on the listing that that you can, like, it's dishwasher safe and that sort of stuff, but obviously you can't put the base in there. And for those of you who did see any of my cooking streams, you know that I'm a very, very big stickler on keeping clean. Like, I like to clean as I go, clean as I cook. And 4.5 volt and sulfur is just brutal here. And things are dying before I even get a chance to even use sulfur. I know there's a Tender Rock up there, but I don't really care. At this point, we're just kind of finishing out this run. Yeah, little Gish, you know, I wish he had more stats. That's all I could say. Hey, we finally got rid of the tick. Yeah, what's the cleanup like on an Instapot? Because I personally don't like to. I don't mind doing the dishes and stuff. I just don't like to do the dishes. If I can cut down on the during cooking process or after cooking process of cleaning, I'm all for it. The planetarium over there. Not gonna pass that up. I feel like the worst part about cleaning the Instapot will be the inside, like the actual like pot part. And maybe keeping like the front clean. But I'll most likely be using gloves anytime I use it anyway, so it probably won't be that big of a deal. Yeah, we get Pluto. Pluto doesn't really do anything for us, but we got it. And also let me know my question of the episode to you all is, what is your favorite Instapot, if you have one, recipe? And would it be something that I would like? Now, y'all know me. Y'all know that I'm not down with vegetables. So I'm not going to be eating them. So if there's anything that involves more than just simply saying you put meat and cheese into this, your boy ain't going to have it. All right? You can save you can save all your breaths for that. Could we have done boss rush? Yeah, of course we could have done boss rush. Do we need to do boss rush? Not really. I'll tell you one thing, though. We're going to go fight old Beastie. Yeah, with Guppy, Sulfur, 4.5 volt, and all of this all this damage that we have, yeah. Especially, and I mean, our damage isn't even that crazy, but it scales. That's the thing, is that it scales really, really well with Brimstone. And the fact that we're going to be using Sulfur multiple times throughout the entire beast fight just means that we're just going to be dealing a absolute butt ton of damage. Does Double Cricket's body give you another Tears upgrade? Find out. It does. Huh. Learned something today. Could we have taken 2020? Sure, we could have, but I don't see a need to. With how high our tears rate is and our damage, like, there's no reason to kind of, like, in my opinion at this point, there's no reason to bring it down. It's not going to matter anyway because we're going to be using Sulfur, and we just got even more damage. We just got even more damage. Okay. The Yarrow rune, because hell, why not at this point?
He's self-destructive and disturbed, just like his father. Look at who he has to look up to. You're drunk now.
Shut up, man! Shut up! Just keep pushing me like this. I'm weak.
Good. We will be fine without you. Abandon us like you've abandoned yourself.
Cap. There is no way that that is the light room here. Right next to the item room, bro? Wow. That is weird. I do wish that the compass showed you the origin room on the map for the ascent.
You need to repent. You need to confess your sins and become saved. Let his light inside you cleanse your soul.
Insane.
So there's another soul heart here.
Far.
Pray for your salvation. Come, pray with us, Isaac.
Like, if I really wanted to, I could have used the air rune on that soul heart, but I think it goes without saying we're probably not gonna need it.
We need you. Your son needs you.
I'm doing more. I just can't do it.
And all this is without me using sulfur once throughout this entire ascent, because we just flat out just have not needed to as well. And what's nice about having the 4.5 volt is that we are going to be able to use this against Dogma. I'm going to use the air rune in here just because why not? Get another tier, just 2 tiers upgrade, sure. And man, oh man, what a far cry it is from where we started on this run. That's another tears cap breaker as well with Mom's Perfume. That's actually unreal. We've gotten almost every single major tears up that exists in the game. After starting with a tears rate of 1.88, we end up on a tears rate of, well, 7. Yeah. That was only with 1 sulfur double proc, by the way. It's going to be even more damage as we progress through the old beastie fight. Because remember, we're using sulfur 4 times every double charge that we have. Which means our damage is only going to be higher, which means that our charges are only going to get faster thanks to 4.5 volt. Which means our flies are dealing more damage, which means, again, we're going to be dealing more damage. Yada, yada, yada. So it's one big eternal loop of damage for us. I'm not gonna lie. I don't know where Ultra Pestilence is. He's somewhere over there. All right, dead. Very hard to see see yourself with Pluto in this fight. Very hard to see yourself with Pluto in general. Not sure where Death is, but apparently we're not hitting him. Yeah, Bone Spurs kind of screws with the pathing a little bit. There he is. Welcome to the fight, buddy. All right. So it's not going to be the fastest kill for Beastie or the most impressive, but you know what? We had fun doing it. That's all that matters at the end of the day. So if you enjoyed this episode, everyone, make sure you click the like button, leave a comment down below. We have Sulfur just going absolutely ham here. That Beastie didn't even make it to the other side of the pool. Yeah, I'm just sitting here just charging Sulfur over and over and over again. Guppy Flies going ham, Bombs going ham, Sulfur's Soulfire, Soul Brimstone, Fire, Hellfire. I don't know, man. We're destroying the game today. So thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed that run. If you did, make sure you click the like button and leave a comment down below. I really do appreciate all the support here. I hope you have a great start to your weekend as always. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, everybody. Welcome all new members of the Mosh Pit. Like I said at the beginning of the video, make sure you join our Discord, join the Sinvicta subreddit. Over 24,000 people now exist on the Sinvicta subreddit. We've got well over a few hundred people on the Discord as well. It's a great place to hang out. I invite you to come out and hang out with us. And as always, I'll see you all next time. Until then, so long, everybody. Thanks for watching this video. I'd like to thank some patrons of mine like Sampudu, Nathan Trumbo, and Bryson Wills. If you'd like to have your name read at the end of an Isaac episode, check out my Patreon campaign, which you can find at patreon.com/Sinvicta.